Hello everyone, welcome back for another process video. So first of all, I just want to apologize. I know that my channel has been a little wacky as far as the days that I upload my videos. It has just been a very busy time. I think I mentioned a couple videos back that May and June were going to be crazy busy. So today is Monday. This video should go up Tuesday. This is another layout that I made way back at my crop in February. So I think I might have 2 or 3 videos left from that crop. And then I'm going to have to start getting some more done at home. But I'm very excited. There's just been a lot going on lately and getting a lot done. I have been organizing my scrapbook stuff like crazy, and I'm so happy about it. I've made up a ton of mini kits. Some of you watch Nicole Jones videos, and she makes up little mini kits, and I did it somewhat the same as hers, but not exactly the way she does. I don't do just single colors. She does a lot of just by color. I have a few that I made that were like that, and a few that I didn't. Anyways, those, you'll see those pages coming. I'm so excited because basically what I did was I went through a lot of my old stuff that I've had for years and years, and I made little mini kits out of those with what I still liked, and what I didn't like I got rid of. And I'm feeling very organized and free, and it's like, oh, now I want a scrapbook because I'm really, well, you guys know for a while now I've been organizing my desk. So I moved on from my desk to my kits because I mostly keep my scrapbook stuff in kits. So yeah, so this layout I am again making with the Little Dreamer collection by Close to My Heart. I believe it's called Little Dreamer. This was kind of unique, and I was very excited to use it with this layout. So this paper collection had a lot of unicorns and fun colors. It's made, I think, for young girls or young kids that like, you know, unicorns, or little kids. But this is actually, these are a couple photos. It's not the same photo. However, in one photo I like my face better, and then the other one I like my husband's. So I just decided, you know what, I'm going to do them both. And this is from an event that he surprised me with a date to what's called, and I'm going to pronounce it wrong, but it's called Cavale Adesio or something like that. And if that ever comes to your town, oh, it was an amazing show. It's the type of show that we like. It has a lot to do with horses, and they do a lot of great stuff, but it was a lot of fun. So this was a picture we took in front of one of their signs. You know, they put up a big tent and like a big fence around that's covered with a bunch. So in the background of the photo, you can kind of see the horses. But it was so much fun, and I really enjoyed the show. We had a great time. So I thought it would be fun, since the show had a bunch of horses and was a lot of horses in it, that, hey, why not use this collection that has a lot of unicorns and horses and fun colors. The colors actually go not too bad with the colors in the photos. So I really like how it turned out. I do go crazy with my clusters just a little bit. I just wanted it to be fun and blingy, and it was a date night, you know, so I just wanted it to be a fun layout. So here you're going to see me struggle. I knew I wanted to back the whole layout with a paper, and there was this blue stripe pattern paper you can see there, and I really liked the way it looked with the stripes peeking out, but I knew you only saw a little bit of it, so I didn't know if I wanted to waste the entire layout, or not waste it, but use that nice pattern paper when I had the exact same blue in the solid cardstock, which I felt was, you know, I have plenty of cardstock, but I only have 2 of this striped paper, but so here I'm going back and forth because I just really liked the way the striped looked, it just peeking out. I know you only see a little bit again, but I am going to decide to use this striped paper. It's just a really pretty, blue is my favorite color, so I really liked this. So I decided to go ahead and use it, but I am going to cut out the center, which I do sometimes, and that way I can use that piece on another layout, and I am glad that I did. I did finish up this collection. I did not record, I may have recorded one more using this collection. I can't remember. But the other ones I just basically followed with Close to My Heart. They have, you know, the Workshops Your Way, which I've mentioned before, where it's pretty much tells you how to make the layout. So I'm closely followed some of those after that. So I didn't really record those. Anyways, so I am just gluing down my layout on the background paper now, and I'm so glad that I used the stripes. Like I said, it's really subtle. You don't see a lot, but it just adds a little something. So I'm going to look through the embellishments now. Oh, no, wait. This is where I'm getting out my thickers. And be warned, these are some blue, or I guess teal, glitter thickers, and you can see me there. They don't want to come up off the backing. I had some trouble with getting some of my stickers off the backing sheet. So be careful if you have older glitter thickers, and they're foam thickers. So probably the only thickers that actually stick without adding extra adhesive, right, is the foam ones. Well, those ones were really stuck. So be careful if you have some of those when you're pulling them up, because I totally ripped that D that I tried pulling at. What I'm spelling is date night because, like I said, my husband surprised me with this, and we kind of went out on a date night. With 3 kids, you know, still having a younger one in the house, we don't do a lot of date nights, but we try every once in a while. My daughter is old enough to babysit, so that's kind of nice. Getting there. We're getting to the point where it can just be me and him, right? Anyways, so yeah, now I added that as my title up above, and those are just, again, more thickers that are foam thickers. Those ones are not glitter, and those did not come in the collection or anything, but the color went mostly well. It's a little bit different color, but from what I had with me at the crop, it worked just fine. And then, so with the Close to My Heart collections, oftentimes you get a cut apart sheet like you see me using here. And on one side, I like it because on one side it's horizontal and on the other side it's vertical. So I really like companies that do that. That way you can have a little bit more of a choice. Like when I do my Project Life albums, sometimes I use them horizontally and sometimes I use them vertically. So I knew I wanted to journal because if you looked at this photo, you might not really understand what we're doing or anything. So I wanted to talk about the show a little. I might in the future do another layout about the show. Just because I felt like I didn't say as much as I wanted to on this layout. And I think I have another picture or two of us at the show also. So now I'm just going through all the stickers and the little embellishments that came with this collection, and here I'm actually using a tag. I was pretty excited to use a tag. I decided I was going to use it there, and it was just going to be my base for my cluster, and I was just going to add a bunch of stuff on it, and I like the way that it turned out. I'm really trying to, it's funny because before I started making process videos, I could barely use tags or banners, and it seems like ever since I've started doing them, I can use them now, so you guys probably think I'm a liar. I'm just teasing. But no, I've been able to use tags more and trying to just break out of the norm and use things in different ways. So I don't really take a lot of time with these clusters to think about if I really like something in a certain spot or anything like that. I just kind of start gluing them down. As you can see on the right hand side, I had that flower, and with all the flowers that I put on this layout, I do put a piece of foam tape underneath the flower part where the petals are. I put a piece of foam tape under that so it pops that part up, but the stem stays flat. I really love to do that with all my layouts. If I add flowers where the stems are usually, I will just keep them flat, and then I'll pop the flowers up, and I think it really just adds a little bit of interest. And then I added that star, and I'm adding a heart in the cluster on the right, and then just a couple hearts and a flower on the cluster on the left. And then I knew I wanted a third cluster, so I just went ahead and started adding things up here. I could have added them anywhere, but I just kind of like the way it looks up there, and I keep going back and forth because right now I have a real bright purple something in the top and something in the left hand side, so I will come back and add, you can see me there adding a flower to the right hand side because I felt like was so much to the left-hand side with that bright purple that I wanted to add this flower. And in a few minutes, I'm going to come back with these little sparkly gems, which are kind of like sparkly enamel dots, just kind of more of a clear look. Right here, I think, is what I'm doing. And I'm going to add one inside the center of the flower. So, and there's a tiny little purple flower up in this cluster you can see me working on. I'm trying to add one in the center of that flower too. So, and I tried to add again a color into each cluster. So I added the pink color into each cluster. I tried adding the white glittery color into each cluster, like the star on the right hand side, and then I added something in the top in this cluster here. And then I'm going to come back in just a moment with some enamel dots. So I had some enamel shapes that I keep in my crop bag, and I had these heart ones, and I believe they are Doodlebug Design. Doodlebug Design came out recently with this pack of enamel hearts, and they're tiny. You can see them here. And there was many colors in them, and I'm just adding one to each cluster. I just felt like I wanted to use them up, and I thought they looked really good. And then I'm going to add some of these Queen & Company, the little petite posies, to each cluster. And again, I'm just playing, having fun, making it look really free and glittery. Who doesn't like glittery clusters, right? So I'm going to do my journaling off screen, but at the end here coming up, you will see a layout. And thanks for everybody for watching. I will see you Friday. And on Friday, just so everybody knows, my daughter is graduating high school. Yay! So I'll see you guys next time. All right, goodbye.